the immune system continues to be a buzzing topic given everything that is going on and the situation that we continue to find ourselves in. And while I think most people appreciate that the immune system is the body's defense mechanism against bacteria, viruses, and different microbes, there might not be such a general understanding when we start to talk about things like immune resilience and immune tolerance. So Dr. Paul, I'd really like to begin there and talk about what is the difference between immune resilience and immune tolerance, and what is the difference between the two?
Sure. Yeah, it's obviously the most appropriate question in these days, where everyone's worried about their immune system, and the first point I'd like to make about the backdrop of living in this current pandemic time is that people are very focused on, I don't want to get an infection. I don't want to get this virus. And we have to take a step back and understand that the body is exposed to viruses and exposed to bacteria and many different things every moment of every day. And it's about how we are able to be resilient to those particular pathogens. And so that's why I've been talking a lot about this term called immune resilience, because I'm just describing something our body does all the time. Mm-hmm. And you've seen it in your practice. I see it in mine all the time. So it's not a matter of killing a virus, which is the way that we sometimes just kind of almost in a cartoonish type of way think about it in our heads. Like, I need to kill this virus by this Lysol wipe or something like that. That's, when it comes to our body's exposure, that's not the way it works. Our body experiences the exposure and then creates a response. And there's various levels of defense the body has. So the first thing in understanding immune resilience is you have to understand there's two types of immune systems that our body employs to basically make it resilient. Number one, the first one is called the innate immune system. Think of this as kind of our like police force, our border police. And they're kind of keeping the natural places that a microbe or like a virus may enter the body, like our nose and our mouth, in our digestive system, our urinary tracts, and they're keeping those areas under surveillance. And so this is happening all the time. And this a lot has to do with our mucous membranes. So think of our digestive systems exposed to the external environment. Every piece of food that you eat has some sort of bacteria or bacterial byproducts on it and in it. And then our immune system has to inactivate those. So that's the innate immune system. And then there is an immune system that's kind of like the more military type of force. It's activated when needed. And that's called the adaptive immune system. And just like it's described, it adapts to whatever the particular pathogen is. And so the innate immune system is kind of the first wave. And one of the ways that it kind of helps build immune resilience is that it exposes a pathogen to this stronger but slower activating adaptive immune system. And then now you can call in the big guns, the immune cells that come in, and they now create a response against this particular, whatever it might be. We'll use the virus because that's what everyone's talking about. So that's the two kind of like just understanding basic physiology. That's the first most important thing to understanding immune resilience.